Start this whip around in the NFL. Wild Card Saturday has come and gone, and the Texans and Seahawks have advanced to the divisional round. Dylan, Houston won 27-14 against your shorthanded Oakland Raiders. And the Seahawks, led by Thomas Rawls, who set a franchise rushing record on the ground with a $161, beat the Lions at home 26-6. The Texans are waiting to find out tomorrow after the Pittsburgh-Miami game if they go to Kansas City or New England. We already know, by virtue of the Seahawks win, they are traveling to Atlanta for the divisional round. So which of those two teams has a better chance next week at getting a road upset? Houston against TBD or Seahawks against the Falcons?
I mean, this isn't even close. This isn't even a discussion. The diehard Houston Texans fans will tell you that even if they have to go to KC, I mean, they're going to be wildly cheering for the Dolphins tomorrow just so they have to go to Arrowhead, which is maybe the second toughest place to play other than the 12th man, or maybe it's the toughest place against a very good Chiefs team, and they'll get their ass kicked there. What'll happen to them if they go up to Gillette in New England? They'll really get their ass kicked. So this is always going to be Seattle. We've seen Seattle get to the top of the mountain before. What we've seen from Houston is, mediocre play, inconsistent performances from the offense. It's a darn good defense. That'll be interesting to see how Andy Reid and Alex Smith or Bill Belichick and Tom Brady attack this number one ranked defense, especially with Jadeveon Clowney playing with as much confidence as he is. They forced another 3 turnovers today from the Raiders, but it's a different animal when you're dealing with Tom Brady. And I fully expect Pittsburgh to win, which means I fully expect them to have to make the road up to New England, which means I fully expect them to get their asses kicked. So it's always going to be Seattle. And to briefly put a button on it, I think that Seattle-Atlanta matchup is going to be fantastic. It's going to be a great game. I'm not going to be at all surprised though if Seattle goes into Atlanta and wins.
I'm with you. I think this is easily Seattle. When you look at the AFC, we know New England is the overwhelming favorite. And then you look at Pittsburgh as a legitimate opponent, KC as a pretty legitimate opponent, but
those are the three.
Those are the three. In the NFC right now, we've only had one team eliminated, and I think you can make a case for all 5 teams that are still left standing.
Definitely.
That could win it. Whether
NFC's
it's Dallas,
way more
whether it's Atlanta, whether it's Seattle, whether it's Green Bay, whether it's New York. If either one of those 5 teams makes it to the Super Bowl, I don't think anyone's going to be surprised.
Nope. Absolutely not.
So I'll agree
but
with you.
But if the Houston Texans do, there's going to be upheaval everywhere.
Houston advancing. Waiting to find out if they get New England or KC. We already know a 2-3 matchup in the NFC as the Falcons get ready to host the Seahawks.